Spidey-Fan, get ready for an epic Spider-Man.
Spideybro, it's your friendly neighbourhood, the ultimate Spider-Man fan here. And I'm actually here with, well, basically the second anniversary for Marvel's Spider-Man, Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man PS4 game. Today, just right now at this moment, it's been exactly 2 years since Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man PS4 released. Spider-Man PS4 basically. So I just want to do a wee anniversary video here. So like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell notification, favourites, and follow me on my social medias too, which are in the description below, and my 2 new ones, which should be in the comment section as well. So other than that, let's get right into it. So basically what I want to say first, right, like, Insomniac really, like, I can't start this video off without saying that Insomniac really did deliver the ultimate Spider-Man experience with this game. And I'm going to do, like, I know I did a review, but I'm going to say what I mean. Basically, you really do feel like Spider-Man in this game, because of the fact that New York is most, like, I'd say about 90% like the real New York, just remodeled a wee bit clearly. So basically, in Free Roam, you can drop into, like, unlike other Spider-Man games, like where you get the cutscenes for the crimes and the car chases, in this game, okay, it is a 16 plus, but it is a free world. Even when even the missions, you get free roam. You can take down the bad guys however you want. Like, you don't have to do a specific move. Well, you don't have to do a specific move in any missions except for some stealth missions, basically. Like, in some missions you do have to actually do certain things to beat them, but they really did deliver the ultimate Spider-Man experience and free roam experience. You can drop into a crime, like, whenever you're swinging through the air, you can drop down and take down any crime without a cutscene, and you can do a car chase without a cutscene. Obviously, the missions have cutscenes, that's clear, but again, the game is more like a movie. And Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales PS5 is going to look even better, in my opinion. So basically, so another thing I'm going to say is Insomniac really did, in my opinion, they really did capture the character of Peter Parker, Spider-Man in this. The way that he was really dedicated to helping others, and with the way that basically Spider-Man well, with the relationships with the characters, Peter's relationship with Aunt May, Spider-Man's relationship with Captain Yuri Watanabe, the Wraith, basically. Well, not in the game, but in the comics. Like, in a way, like, it's clearly a lot of use that basically they did say that this game is its own story, but the relationships, I do actually like. Also, the relationship with Peter and Otto, the father and son relationship, which basically, well, that's a wee bit of an emotional one. Otto uses Peter to basically create the mechanical arms, and then turns on him using the Sinister Six to tear down Oscorp and Norman Osborn. And then at the end, he basically says, "I saw you as a son, I should have known you'd turn on me just like all the others." Basically, he's trying to turn that around and throw that in Peter's face. Also, the fact that basically Peter worlds collide. He's always late for work because he's always Spider-Man, and also he's near enough always running late to help out Aunt May at the Feast homeless shelter, which is obviously run by Martin Lee / Mr. Negative. And also Miles Morales. Miles Morales actually represents us in real life as a Spider-Man fan, because like Miles Morales in the game is a big fan of Spider-Man, just like we are in real life. And basically, the character of Miles, like, he whenever his in that helicopter scene, his friend, which I do believe is Gank Lee, maybe, I don't know who that was. Well, I do know Miles' friends, but Gank Lee's supposed to be a wee bit of a chubby one. That guy wasn't. But basically, his friend says to Miles, "Hey, fanboy." So basically, Miles is a big Spider-Man fan. Miles is a big Spider-Man fan in the game. I have read the Miles comics. He's a big Spider-Man fan in the story, and he represents us in real life as Spider-Man fans.
Spider-Man. You're the amazing Spider-Man. You're the spectacular Spider-Man.
I like the way they've done that. And then at the end, after Miles' father dies, he clearly gets a job thanks to Peter at the homeless shelter, and that basically it helps. Like Peter helped him to keep busy, to take his mind off his dad, and then during that, Miles was bitten by a spider. Like I will say, it's obviously Insomniac's story, but like I do actually, I was alright with them doing it that way instead of the well, it's obviously not Miles' story. Well, with the way we introduced it, I can say that they turned around Miles' story a wee bit. But, like, whenever Miles gets bitten by the spider, that does indicate that he's obviously going to be in Marvel Spider-Man 2, or better yet, as we know now, Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales on PS5. So, let's see what else is there to say. And plus, I actually, like, now I will say I do have a few flaws with this, the way that basically in some areas you can't climb the walls as much, and plus, like I'll try to describe that in the Kingpin mission. You can't really climb the Kingpin's walls. In certain situations you can't climb walls. I know it's only a small detail, but still, then out and about, the way that some robberies, crimes are set indoors, unlike Spider-Man 2, the video game, the first best Spider-Man game ever made, you can actually run around in the shop with the camera turning with you. In this game you can't, but that can be obviously improved in Marvel Spider-Man 2, or of course Miles Morales PS5. So let's see, anything else. I actually don't really. Well, okay, I will say also that like they could have actually improved the car chases a bit, where like if the car's going around a corner or whatever, like you can actually try like with Spider-Man on top of the car, like while he's taking down the bad guys, it should actually add a wind effect where he's being blown all over the car while trying to take out the bad guys. But that can be improved. That can possibly be improved later. But overall, I will say that obviously you Spideybros already know that I love this game. I'm still in the middle of playing it. I'm on the Black Cat DLC just before. I think it's actually right before the Black Cat chase scene. To be honest with you, I think that's where I'm in real time right now. As you're saying that, I probably have passed it, but the last time I played it must have been a few weeks ago at least. And I will say, now let's see, is there anything else I want to say? And plus with the way that the story did take Aunt May's, they didn't really have to, well, it did make perfect sense for the story, but they didn't really have to kill Aunt May off. But I will say that the sort of, like, they clearly took that from near enough issue 400. Where basically she, well, except for in the story, says Aunt May says she knew Peter was Spider-Man for a while, whereas in the comics in issue 400 to be exact, spoiler alert, Aunt May actually does, well, I think it's actually 400 or else 399, but Aunt May confesses to Peter that she knew who he was from day one, basically. And basically the amount and overall, like as I said, I love playing this game. I'm on the Black Cat DLC, and I will say that I've actually, like, the amount of times I've played this game, I've lost count, but I'd say it's in the 70s now. I have played this game over 70 times at least, and again, hopefully if I can get it, hopefully I will be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales at least probably the same amount of times. I'm really hoping Peter's in that. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this video, Spideybro. So that's my anniversary video. Overall, like, best Spider-Man, right, ultimately the best Spider-Man experience that we've ever gotten. Especially with the way you can free roaming crimes and everything. In other words, there's no cutscenes with the crime, so it makes you feel more like him. You can drop into anywhere and do whatever you want. But other than that, Spideybros, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So, yeah, comment below what you think about this. And yeah, happy second anniversary to Insomniac's Marvel Spider-Man PS4. And yeah, I'll see all you Spideybros as always in all of my next epic Spidey videos. And I'm hoping I didn't leave anything out. It's your friendly neighborhood,
The ultimate Spidey-Fan or Spider-Cop. Over and out. Thwep, 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 thwep.